Hello and welcome to the pre-match comment report from Yarrow Stadium for Taranaki versus Waikato. Yes, this Sunday game here in Taranaki. Some clear skies, a couple of clouds, but the weather looks good. It's going to be a bit nippy later as it gets dark. And here we are for the Ranfurly Shield challenge game. Not quite sure where the shield is at the moment. Oh, there it is, down there. Let me spin around and show you the shield. There you go, there's a shield on the table down there, ready for the winners of this game. And even though we are down in New Plymouth, not in Waikato, we have heard some of the cowbells ringing already. Waikato coming off the back of that good win on Wednesday night against Wellington. But from what I hear, the Wellington game they were targeting, and the next game, but this game they weren't targeting so much. So we'll have to see how that goes. Taranaki, on the flip side, will be targeting this game big time because, yeah, defending the shield is a big honour, and also Taranaki coming off the back of a loss last weekend to what was it? I can't remember who it was now. I've gone blank. Sorry about that, folks. But yeah, Taranaki had their storm week last week. Had those 3 games in 10 days. Now have had a week off, playing Sunday to Sunday. So they've had a good rest coming into this game. On the flip side, Waikato, as I say, played last round, also played on Wednesday night, and are playing again tonight. So it's the middle of their storm week, or the end of their storm week, should I say. They're 3 games in 10 days. Looking down at the list, still no Naholo in there, but still, you've still got Tangarongi, Walden, Simanavalu, Mateli, who caused such problems the last time I was here for the Manawatu team. That Super Rugby combination 12, 13, 14 really ran wild last time. Jared Horieta is also in there as well. So looks like they've got pretty much most of their Super Rugby players available to them, obviously minus the All Blacks on the Taranaki side. Looking at Waikato, obviously Fletcher Smith is there to pull the strings. Sevu Risi, who had a fantastic game, or had a very good game against Wellington, is also there. So look out for him on the wing. Him up against Matiele will be really interesting. Lots of people talking about Sevu, saying he should be a Super Rugby player. So he's got Super Rugby opposition this time, and it'll be good to see how he goes there. So keep an eye out for him. And then James Tucker could be a flashpoint. So if we're looking for flashpoints and potential yellow cards, keep a look out for him. He has a bit of reputation in there. So him up against Horeta, Leighton Price, etc., is going to be an interesting combat as well. Because let's be honest, at the end of the day, one of those things, it's games are won by forwards, and then the backs decide by how much. So even though Taranaki have got that Super Rugby midfield combination, there is definitely room for them to get beaten up front if Waikato can do it. They did it on against Wellington, but that's Wellington not renowned for having a strong pack. I think they'll find it quite as easy against Taranaki. So I'm backing Taranaki to win this one. It's a shield game. They're at home. That should be enough. And the players are just warming up. Sorry about the sunshine here. Not great light there. As the players warm up for this game. Obviously, a reminder that the 2 side stands will be empty because of the earthquake risk to them. That's why you'll see those. So if you're watching on TV, that's why you'll have empty stands on the side. It's not through people not turning up. It's because of safety concerns. So the stands are at each end. Hoping to catch the flagman, who is the superfan here at Taranaki. So do look out for my new superfan series, where I had a chat to the superfans from the different provinces. That'll be coming out soon. So enjoy the game and catch you all at half time. Hello, and here we are. Oops, I haven't got my hat on. Half-time report from Taranaki versus Waikato, and yes, it's a bit nippy, so I've taken the hood up and the hat off. But hey, let's get back and be all corporate. Hey, got to be all branded. Anyway, there we go. Half-time report here from Yarrow Stadium, where Taranaki are hosting Waikato, and at the moment it's 7:33. Yeah, Waikato got a big lead, obviously taking a lot of confidence from that win midweek over Wellington here. Basically, Taranaki have struggled to exit from kickoffs, which has caused them a couple of problems. They've also struggled to break the gain line, and when they have made breaks, and got clean breaks. They have also had problems with dropping the ball or other mistakes as well. So we're a mistake, but that's based. A lot of that's come from the fact that the Taranaki forwards are not getting any go forward, and so the ball is pretty slow for the backs. And it doesn't matter how good your backs are, if it's going to have slow ball and back foot ball, you're going to struggle. Also, Waikato have played with ball in hand. They really have not wanted to kick the ball away at all. So they've starved. So Taranaki know that when they've got possession, they've got to do something with it. They can't kick it away and play a territory game, because Waikato will just run it back at them. And they've done it, and they've been very good at the breakdown tonight, where they've been able to retain possession well. So Taranaki finding it hard to get hold of the ball if they do kick it away. The first try for Waikato came after only 2 minutes, with Taranaki not being able to exit, and from the kickoff, and Waikato scoring. We had a good break by Taranaki after that, and some sustained pressure, which eventually led to Regan Ware scoring. He had 2 men outside him, but he didn't need them. He stepped around the 10 and scored a lovely try. And then we had a pretty good period of Taranaki pressure in the Waikato half, but they just couldn't break them down. They get to run of the play. Waikato broke out from their own 22 to score. We then had another case of Taranaki not being able to exit from the kickoff, which led to another try. And then Taranaki had a good period, but again was struggling to break that gain line, and eventually Waikato got down into the 22 and bashed over. A lot of Waikato basically playing with ball in hand, being able to gain territory from that, and then coming away with points. So Waikato have been very clinical. I think they've probably scored pretty much every time they've been down in that 22, whereas Taranaki have not, and made too many mistakes. Little chips through. Waikato have had covering defenders to touch it back to get the 22 dropouts and that kind of stuff. It's going to be a long second half for Taranaki if they can't get their forwards getting over the gain line. So 7:33, so 5 tries to 1. So they're going to they need at least 5 scores. There was one missed conversion, so they could come back this with 4 tries. So at least 4 tries for Taranaki if they're going to retain the Ranfurly Shield. Enjoy the second half. I'm going to try and find the flag man for my Super Fans series, so do look out for that. The first one of those came out about an hour ago to my Patreons. If you want to see the first of those, become a Patreon. My pinned tweets will have that, the link to join that. So it's just Patreon, patreon.com /DrivingMaul. So enjoy the second half, and I'll come back with you at the end of the game. Well, hold up again. Full time here at the Yarra Stadium as Waikato win the game 19-33. They didn't score a point in that entire second half, but I don't think they'll really care, having got the win. In that first half, I talked about at half time that Taranaki struggled with restarts and also breaking the gain line against Waikato. Big defensive effort by the Mulus, and also the Mulus were very clinical in this game, managing to score pretty much every time they went down to the Taranaki 22 in that first half. Come the second half, with the win at the back, they kicked a bit more, but also Taranaki came out very strong in this second half. Got helped by picking up some penalties at the breakdown in particular, which let them kick to the corner, and from there the rolling ball didn't work, but they managed to spin the ball out wide and score one in the corner. Then Taranaki again had a problem at the restart, but managed to basically reclaim it and break out from there. Again, another penalty, another kick to the corner. This time the ball went all the way over to the wing. Waikato managed to defend it, but when it came back, Setis Manualu broke the line and went over. And suddenly, on that 48 minutes, suddenly it was 19-33. 2 scores behind to even things up. But as much as Taranaki bashed away again and again, the Waikato defence held out. Again, Taranaki struggled at the restart, so they struggled pretty much most of the restarts this evening. They did dominate territory and possession in this second half, but Waikato managed to hold out. I say Waikato didn't score a point in this second half, all 33 points coming in that first half, but still they got a try bonus point win. So not only that, they picked up the shield, and that's the big thing. We're having a shield presentation over there on the pitch. I don't know if you can see. There is the table with the shield on, and it would be good to be on the Waikato coach heading back to Hamilton tonight. There will be some big partying. There was massive cheering at the end. It meant a lot to the team. This shield is the biggest, probably the biggest trophy in domestic rugby in New Zealand. Probably more important to some people than actually the NPC itself. So let's say the Moolus take this 1933, taking the Ranfurly Shield home, and they'll be defending that on Thursday against Hawke's Bay. So hopefully I'll be at that game as well up in Hamilton. But let's see if we can get hold of some of the coaches. I don't think I'm really allowed on the pitch, so let's see if we have to wait till after the presentation. Congratulations Waikato. Big defensive effort this evening. Very well played by the forwards in particular, getting that ascendancy against Taranaki. And so Taranaki's extremely dangerous backs didn't actually get didn't get sort of front foot ball they needed to cause the kind of havoc that they can. So here I am with Willie, from head coach of Taranaki. Obviously disappointing tonight, a bit of difficulty getting over the gain line.
Yeah, obviously a real tough loss. We're obviously hurting a little bit. So look, I think it was probably dead in period at half time. I thought Waikato came out and were really physical and really won a lot of collisions at the breakdown, and they really deserved the win.
Yeah, I thought that for the first half you struggled at that gain line, but in the second half you came out strong. What was the message to the boys that to change things for the first at least 10 minutes anyway after the first half?
Yeah, we talked obviously solutions around winning races at the breakdown, and that was really important, and I thought we did that a lot better in the second half, and as a result looked after our ball a bit better. So we knew if we could hang on to the ball and build phases, we'd be back in the game.
Well, you say tough loss, but time to bounce back, because obviously a lot more games, and good luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you very much. Cheers. Thanks.
Sorry. So here I am, assistant coach for Waikato. Big win, and the shield.
Yeah, bloody proud of that performance. The men, really put it in there, and we're a bunch of club battlers that came up against some quality Super Rugby players, and we're just proud of the effort after backing up against Wellington 4 days ago. To dig deep like that into the second half and hold out that firepower they had was proud.
Yeah, it's the first half where you obviously won the game, got all your points. Very clinical. Pretty much every time you went down to the 22, you came away with points. Very happy with the attack there.
Yeah, no, it was good. Yep, we didn't get too much in the second half. We were starved of possession. Obviously, Naki's a quality team and got firepower all over the place. So we done well to keep them out at the end with our defence.
Oh yeah, defence definitely in the second half. You kicked a bit more in the second half. Was that just purely about territory, or did you take the win into account?
I think the boys were getting a wee bit fatigued. I think doing all the defence, and then they ended up. It didn't quite work out. We wanted to keep playing rugby, but it didn't quite end up the way we had planned on doing it, and then we're just basically holding on at the end. So, yeah.
Good. Well, enjoy the coach ride back. I'm sure it'll be a big party.
Yeah, a couple of LMPs, I'd say.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Cheers.